Hello everybody, this is EPNN10 and welcome to another Plants vs. Garden. Plants vs. Garden, Jesus Christ. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. It's been a while, as you could tell. But yeah, it's been like over 2 weeks since I uploaded my last video. And yeah, the reason I'm doing 5 damage there, by the way, is because that sunflower is in rooted form and they take less damage when a plant's in rooted form. Same thing goes for the pea shooter turret mode and the sunflower solar flare. So yeah, it does more than 5 damage. But yeah, I'm back, guys, and no, I did not have access to the beta of Garden Warfare 2 because I am on the PC version, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm back after 2 weeks, and I'm using the Rugby Star. I recorded a lot of videos on variants I never uploaded on the channel before. I think minus one video, but yeah, like minus one of the videos I'm going to upload. So yeah, pretty much every video I'm going to upload is going to be of a new variant for the next, couple of days. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And there's going to be like 3 all-star videos. So yeah, that's pretty good stuff, right? This is going to be like 3 all-star videos. And, the only type of all-stars I ever uploaded on my video, I mean, on my YouTube channel, is only cricket and the regular all-star. But right now, I'm using the Rugby Star. And before I got to use him, I thought that every all-star variant, besides the Cricket Star, which is the Fire variant, and the regular all-star, which is, the regular variant, were like subpar. So I thought the only 2 good variants were the regular all-star and the Cricket Star. But after I started using this thing, I actually enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I enjoyed this variant a lot. And I'll tell you why. First of all, his damage is pretty good. He does a maximum of 12 damage. And the thing that surprised me the most is his drop-off damage. It doesn't drop off that much. As you see here, like, I do 10 from that distance. That's pretty good. Like, when I first thought, knowing some of the all-star variants, I thought by the time I shoot him from that distance, my damage was going to be like, what, like 5 or 4 or 3, something like that. I was expecting that, but like, he was still doing a good he was still doing high damage from a certain distance. As you saw there, I was still doing like 10 damage. I also did like 11 once there. So as you saw there, his damage doesn't drop off like the other ones, really. And yeah, that really surprised me. So I'm just trying to look for players here. This game had a lot of annoying sunflowers, a lot of them. And I had like no access to healing, so it was a complete nightmare. If you don't know, if there's like 2 sunflowers hitting you with an all-star, your HP goes down super fast. And if they're on another level, like you guys are not in the same level, therefore you can't use your impunts or tackle on them, then yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare because they're just gonna heal each other and they're gonna just that 200 HP turns into nothing. So yeah, I'm using the Rugby Star. As you see here, I'm going to showcase a lot of damage from a certain distance. Here I'm just impunting. And as you see, these sunflowers are no joke. They're like shooting me everywhere. Look at this. This guy is super aggressive. And yeah, as I said, 12 is the maximum damage this guy does. And after a while, he drops all the way down to 7, as you'll see later. And look at this guy. And I know he was going to do that. And then the other all-star, like, he also tackled him at the same time. And he got the kill. Like, he knew he was doing that also. Like, I was well aware of him, but that all-star was completely clueless. And here I'm doing 9 damage to this poor cacti, and I show him who's boss there. There we go. You don't mess with this all-star from that distance. And here I'm doing 7 damage. As you see, this is like his minimum damage, I think, that I ever saw. And this guy, this sunflower, look at that. Get out of here. And there's like another sunflower. If you notice, this is a sunflower, and sunflower does a ton of damage. They have a lot of burst damage. And then, yeah, and then this oblivious shadow flower. And then this regular sunflower, the guy that was shooting me earlier, I think. Was that him? I'm not sure. But yeah, he got me. So yeah, it was like 4 sunflowers. I think there was like 5 sunflowers in this game. Those guys are a complete nightmare, especially when you can't impunt or tackle them. And they're healing each other. As I said before, rip to your HP. So yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to shoot the garden. Oh yeah, and the other thing that surprised me, besides his drop-off not being, too much, is his splash damage. This guy also does splash damage, as you guys noticed. So it does like 4 damage splash, and yeah, that's pretty good. Because even without the splash damage, I thought this guy was pretty good. So like the splash damage is just an added bonus, and his fire rate is not awful. His fire rate is not terrible. So yeah, those are the 4 things that, really make him a good variant, in my opinion. He does decent damage. It doesn't drop off that much. He does splash damage, which is a bonus in my books. And his fire rate is not god-awful. So yeah, those things really surprised me. It took me by surprise when I first started to use him. And yeah, I had a lot of fun using this guy. As you see here, I'm still doing 10 damage from this distance. And I think that 10 damage is a sweet spot. 10 and up is really good. It's like no joke. That's how much the regular variant does, I think. So yeah, I'm just shooting these poor cacti. Look at this. This whole entire stage is like cacti and sunflower. And like this stage has a large, like this stage is really open. So it really favors the cacti sometimes. And like foot soldiers as well. All-Stars, this stage is not that great for All-Stars. Let me give you that. Well, let me tell you that, whatever. So yeah, I'm just shooting in the blind here, and as you see, I was just doing like 10 damage, 11, and the splash damage as well, which is 4. I think it's consistent. As you saw there, I did 6 damage, but as I said before, the sunflower gets a damage reduction when they're in turret, when they're in solar flare mode or whatever. They take like 20% less damage. And yeah, now it's time for me to go after these sunflowers, because yeah, these sunflowers, I'm fed up with them. They kept chasing me before. Now let me do the chasing. So yeah, I completely missed the in punt. And here I get the sunflower, and then I finish this guy off. And then, whoa, a chomper. I have not seen a chomper. But as you see here, this is what you see to work right here. So basically, this is a really far distance, right? But I'm still doing, like, I'm just trying to look for the chomper if he, like, burrowed and was coming for me or something like that. But he wasn't. So I just stood out on here, and here you can see, look, I'm just doing 7 damage and like 4 damage splash. It's like so amazing. Look at that. That's pretty good damage from that distance, especially for an all-star. So yeah, I had a taunt there. Come on, you gotta give me that one. So yeah, that surprised me because there was actually a chomper here, so I had to watch my back now. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna capture this garden. Look at this guy. Just ZPG the poor barrels. I think Donkey Kong would like to have a word with him after that. Here's some pea shooters on the rooftop. Still doing 10 damage, 9 damage. That's pretty good, as I said. You want to hit that constantly. At least 10 damage. Look at that. That's not terrible. So here, there's just a bunch of cacti. My worst fears came true. You know, there's like sunflowers. They're holding out with cacti. And yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. Look at this future shot cacti. I just swerve around a bit and he's gone. Well, I had like some help of my teammates. We do have a lot of all-stars here, but some of the players here, like, you know, I don't know what to say. So here I'm just relaxing, and here are the damn sunflowers again. I'm like sick of them already. But yeah, we do get rid of him, I believe. No, he doesn't. He actually hides. Yeah, a lot of smart players here. No, never mind. I got him. He poked his little head out. He thought it was safe. So I'm just trying to look if there's like anyone else sneaking around. And yeah, he got revived. I'm like, oh, damn it. And then they started coming this way, right? And I just impunted them. And look at that. As you saw there, it seemed like they shot me once, right? But I went from like 82 to 61. So as you see how... you can see how fast your HP drops when you're against like sunflowers. Especially if they're healing each other. And they, like, you know, they dance around you. It's over, guys. Especially with this all-star. Well, with any all-star, really. So I'm just looking out here and stuff like that. And I'm still at 100 HP. I had no access to healing in this game, so I had to play it careful, especially with those sunflowers. They just walk around. And yeah, if they start chasing you, you're pretty screwed. Unless you have like an impunt ready or a sprint tackle. And then this Agent P is there, and it's my worst nightmare. Look how fast they drop you. They drop you in like 1 second at 100 health. Plus, you have a large hitbox with the All-Star. So yeah, that's basically his dream right there. And yeah, that impunt only did like 67 damage. Like for me, it's either the impunt doesn't hit me or I'm dead. It's like one of those two options. Like 99% of the time, I don't get to survive by 67 damage. Assuming that he actually took that. It might have been something else. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, as I said earlier, I have a ton of videos I'm gonna upload of variants I never used before, with the exception of one. But yeah, I think you guys will enjoy it. I'll upload another video tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I'm just trying to take that. I'm trying to take out this Agent P, because I do not want him to hit me like 3 times. Because if he hits me 3 times, I'm gonna be in the same situation as I was before, aka be at half health, and yeah, I'll be too scared to take over the garden. And yeah, that failed impunt. I think it's like beam bomb countered it. I'm just trying to look for the Agent P. He's still up there, as you saw, but he missed a lot of times there. I think he only landed like 1 or 2 shots on me. And it wasn't even a headshot. And then this freaking sunflower is just so irritating. Look at this. It's just that your health would just get chewed down, and then by the time you want to take over the garden, your health is half gone, and you can't really do much. I'd rather be a scientist at 100 health than a all-star at 100 health. The scientists are much faster and smaller. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, we're back down to 100 health, and yeah, I took him out there. I think I was doing also splash damage there, but yeah, his splash damage is consistent. It does a consistent 4 damage, and yeah, that's pretty good. Even if it did even if the splash damage dropped, which will be kind of weird, it still be pretty good. And as you saw there, I like just took on my shoulder for like like a millisecond, and then I got burned by the sunflower, by a fire flower, and yeah, there goes a quarter of my current health. So here, I didn't even look at the time. There was like 10 seconds left. I have no idea. And as you can see there, bam, a lot of damage there. 10 and 4, splash damage and all that. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. Really good stuff there. So yeah, I didn't even notice that the time was up. So yeah, I was gonna in punt and then tackle into the garden, and then hopefully from there on out we could capture maybe. But yeah, that did not happen at all. But it's driftwood shores, so it's really hard for the zombies to take over stuff. So that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.